Have you ever wondered why your knees, which have been going up and down stairs your whole life, now creak just when you stand up from a chair? Or sometimes you reach for something on a high shelf and your shoulder aches, like a tendon has been stretched too far. People often blame old age, but no one clearly says, what exactly do you lose as you get older? The truth is, after age 50, we're losing a silent but vital type of fiber. Not ligaments, not muscles, but the collagen network, the stuff that weaves together our entire system of tendons, ligaments, and joint cartilage. You don't see it, but you feel it when it starts to thin. As a dull ache, morning stiffness, or that clicking sound every time you step up a curb. Worse, collagen doesn't regenerate on its own like it did when we were young. When it tears, it tears. When it wears down, it keeps wearing down, unless you provide the right ingredients and the right signals to rebuild it. But here's the good news. Those ingredients aren't found in expensive pills. They can be right in the food you already eat every day, just not in the right way yet. In today's video, I'll share with you 6 types of foods proven by research from the WHO, FAO, and global medical organizations that help reweave the collagen network for cartilage and tendons from the deepest core. No need for medication, no drastic diet changes, just swap out a few familiar items. If you've ever thought you can't restore your knee joints anymore, if you've accepted that pain is a normal part of aging, then this might be the time that belief needs to change, with evidence and with your meals. Are you ready to explore the 6 types of foods that can rebuild collagen, helping your tendons stay strong, cartilage stay flexible, and your steps become steadier every day? We'll start with the first food, the fundamental ingredient for any collagen fiber in the body, collagen peptides and slow-simmered bone broth. Try to remember, have you ever simply stood up from an armchair recently and heard a crackling sound from your knees, or slightly reached for a spice jar on a high shelf and felt your shoulder ache for the rest of the afternoon? For many people over 60, these are no longer unusual occurrences. These sensations are silent warnings from within, indicating that the network of tendons, ligaments, and cartilage is gradually becoming frayed. The once resilient collagen fibers are now starting to thin and break down. And the truth is, after age 50, the body produces less and less collagen. By age 60, collagen levels can drop to half of what they were in your 20s. But the good news is, you can absolutely supplement with the right ingredients to mend that network. And it doesn't start with medication, it starts in your kitchen. Every collagen fiber in the body, from joint cartilage to ligaments, tendons, and skin, is woven from 3 key amino acids: glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. Imagine them as the cement, steel fibers, and bricks in a construction project. Without one of the 3, the collagen fiber can't twist strongly or attach firmly, and the tendon cartilage network begins to wear, tear, and ache. The problem is, the typical American diet, with lean meats and processed foods, is often very poor in these 3 amino acids. Even if they eat a lot of protein, older adults often don't get enough of the necessary ingredients to rebuild collagen. Collagen peptides are the smart solution. When natural collagen is extracted and broken down into small pieces, hydrolyzed, it turns into tiny peptide molecules, only 5 kilodaltons, which are easily absorbed and go directly into the bloodstream, reaching the wound repair factories, like fibroblasts in tendons and cartilage. Simply put, you're providing your body with pre-cut pieces that just need to be assembled, saving time, easy to digest, and extremely suitable for a body that has weakened with age. This has been proven by scientific research, not just advertising claims. You can find collagen peptides everywhere: Costco, Walmart, GNC, but behind those tubs of powder are real clinical studies. A systematic review published in 2024 in Orthopedic Reviews showed supplementing with 5 to 15 Gs of collagen peptides, hydrolyzed type Y, daily significantly reduced knee joint pain and improved mobility in older adults. More importantly, COL1A1 gene expression, the gene encoding type I collagen, increased in connective tissue, indicating that not only did they feel better, but that the body was actually rebuilding collagen. The World Health Organization, WHO, and FAO also recommend older adults should consume at least 0.9 to 1.1 g of protein per kg of body weight per day to prevent muscle and connective tissue loss. And collagen peptides are a way to meet this amount without eating too much meat and without causing bloating or gas, which is very common in older individuals. And bone broth? Our ancestors were right all along. Before collagen powders appeared in supermarkets, Americans were already familiar with bone broth as a recovery remedy after surgery, when sick, or simply in cold winters. A pot of beef bones, chicken tendons, or chicken feet, slow cooked for 8 to 12 hours with a little apple cider vinegar and basic vegetables, will extract natural gelatin, collagen, and trace minerals. That's the recovery broth for both joints and gut. If you're not used to dietary supplements, a warm cup of bone broth every evening can provide similar benefits to peptide powder with a bit of classic flavor, like returning to a cozy kitchen from the past. So, what's the most effective way for older adults to use collagen peptides? If you're looking to supplement collagen daily to support your joints, skin, or overall health, then collagen peptide powder is a very convenient and popular choice in the US. But to get the best results, there are a few small tips worth noting. First, choose the right type. Prioritize hydrolyzed collagen, either type Y or a combination of type Y and O3, because these are the types that make up the majority of your skin, tendons, and ligaments. The product label should include the keyword peptides and information about low molecular weight. This helps collagen be more easily absorbed by the body, especially for older individuals. The recommended daily dosage is 5 to 10 grams. The timing of use is also important. Many people find better results when taking it in the morning, perhaps mixed into their usual coffee, or in the evening before bed, blended with a mild herbal tea like chamomile or peppermint. This type of collagen is usually odorless, tasteless, and easily soluble, so you can mix it into your morning smoothie, oat milk, almond milk, or oatmeal. It will hardly change the flavor of your food. If you don't like powder or want to supplement collagen in a more natural way, like our grandparents did, then bone broth is an excellent choice. You can buy beef marrow bones, cartilage bones, or chicken feet sold at supermarkets like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, or Walmart in the frozen section or meat counter. The process is also incredibly simple. Put the bones in a large pot along with some carrots, onions, celery, and 1-2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, which helps extract collagen from the bones better. Cover with water and simmer for at least 10-12 hours. Then strain the liquid, let it cool, and divide it into small portions to store in the freezer. Each time you eat, you can use this broth to make soup, porridge, vegetable broth, or simply heat it up to drink as a nutritious beverage. Bone broth not only contains collagen, but also many easily digestible minerals, which are great for older adults, especially those with weak joints, easy aches and pains, or poor digestion. Whether you choose the modern powder form or traditional bone broth, the most important thing is maintain a consistent daily habit. Because collagen isn't a one-and-done pill, but a process of silent nourishment, like watering a plant. After a few weeks to a few months, your body will thank you with healthier skin, more flexible joints, and a lighter feeling when you move every day. If collagen peptides are the first thread to reweave your tendon cartilage network, then eggs are the switch that activates the entire process. Quietly and affordably, eggs, especially both the whites and yolks, carry the ability to flip the switch, so your body not only has the raw materials, but also gets to work building real collagen. You can eat eggs your whole life without knowing that each egg is an ideal amino acid complex, chosen by the World Health Organization, WHO, as the standard measure for protein quality. But for people over 60, eggs have value far beyond ordinary protein. They activate tendon repair signals and enhance cartilage regeneration in a true biological sense. When you eat eggs, especially the whites, your body receives an abundance of lysine, an essential amino acid for creating strong cross-links in collagen fibers. Lysine is like the screws that help the collagen network firmly attach to cartilage and tendon tissue. If deficient, collagen fibers can form, but will be very weak and prone to breaking. Not stopping there, eggs are also rich in leucine, another amino acid that can activate mTOR, a biological switch in muscle and connective tissue cells. When mTOR is turned on, it sends signals to the body to begin synthesizing new proteins, not just in muscles, but also in tendon, ligament, and joint cartilage tissues. And here's the most interesting part. This process works most strongly at night, when the body is at rest. This means if you eat eggs for dinner or close to bedtime, your body will have both the raw materials, lysine, proline, and the signals, leucine, mTOR, to rebuild degraded connective tissues. A randomized clinical trial, RCT, published in the journal Nutrition in 2021, tested the effectiveness of eggs in people 65 years old in the US. The results were very noteworthy. When the group of participants ate a dinner containing 2 eggs, the rate of protein synthesis throughout sleep increased by 19% compared to the group that ate a calorie-equivalent meal without eggs. And it didn't just increase muscle protein. Biological markers related to tendon and collagen regeneration also significantly increased. The WHO and FAO also recognize eggs as the highest biological value protein source, and especially rich in lysine, something older people often lack most when they eat less. In the US, many people have a habit of discarding egg yolks due to cholesterol concerns, but for people over 60, egg yolks are a source of vitamins D and K2, two substances that play an essential role in subchondral bone. Why is this important? Because collagen can only attach firmly if the subchondral bone layer is well mineralized. Vitamin D helps absorb calcium, while vitamin K2 directs calcium to the right place, bones, not accumulating in blood vessels. As a result, the foundational structure of cartilage and tendons is stronger, reducing the risk of tears, ruptures, or chronic inflammatory pain. In addition, egg yolks also contain choline, a nutrient that nourishes the myelin sheath around nerves, helping to improve reflexes and motor coordination, which is very necessary as aging slows down the body's reactions. In many American families, breakfast with eggs is common, but to restore tendons and cartilage, the usage should be smarter. Ideal frequency: 1 to 2 eggs daily, at least 4 to 5 days a week. Golden time: a light dinner or 2 hours before sleep to support nighttime recovery. Easy to digest preparation: boiled, steamed, softly scrambled, or baked in egg muffins with vegetables. You can try boiling 2 eggs and eating them with a green salad and avocado, making soft steamed egg bites with mushrooms and onions, or simply whisking eggs with a little milk and baking them in the oven with ricotta cheese, rich in protein and easy to eat. And no need to discard the yolk unless you are strictly monitoring cholesterol as advised by your doctor. In most modern research, cholesterol from eggs does not increase cardiovascular risk in moderate consumers. This has been updated by the American Heart Association. Are you eating eggs just out of habit, or are you utilizing eggs as a nutritional therapy? If you knew that just 2 eggs every evening could help your body regenerate collagen, increase tendon strength, and protect joints long term, would you change your perspective on this seemingly too common food? Eggs aren't magic, but they are the signal your body has been waiting for to begin internal repair. And the great thing is, they're always readily available in your fridge. Imagine you're rebuilding a bridge with collagen fibers. You have the threads, glycine, proline from collagen peptides. You have the construction crew, protein from eggs, ready to get to work. But what if the water under the bridge constantly erodes the foundation? What if acids, storms, and destructive elements are silently eating away at each joint? That's precisely why fatty fish like salmon and mackerel are not just brain food, but also a protective coating, helping to stabilize and extend the lifespan of the collagen network you're weaving. First, the protein in fatty fish is rich in glycine and proline, similar to collagen peptides, but it also comes with a very high content of omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, something few foods in the American diet provide enough of. Why are omega-3s important for tendons and cartilage? Because they inhibit NF-κB, a pro-inflammatory signaling molecule that can activate collagen-destroying cells. At the same time, omega-3s reduce the activity of the enzyme metalloproteinase 13, MMP13, a biological scissor that breaks down collagen fibers in joint cartilage. On the other hand, EPA and DHA stimulate the release of peripheral IGF-1, a growth factor that helps increase fibroblast proliferation and activates connective tissue repair. The result? You not only provide the raw materials to build collagen, but you also create an anti-collapse environment, reducing inflammation, preventing destruction, and accelerating the recovery process. A clinical trial in the United States, published in PMC, followed 76 individuals aged 2 to 55 with mild to moderate knee osteoarthritis. These individuals were divided into two groups. Group 1 took 3 g of EPA plus DHA daily from fish oil or salmon. Group 2 took a placebo, corn oil. After 12 weeks, the omega-3 group showed significant pain reduction, improved walking function, and a statistically significant decrease in CRP inflammatory markers. Notably, joint fluid analysis showed reduced MMP13 levels and a slight increase in type 2 collagen markers. No anti-inflammatory drugs needed, no complex treatments, just supplementing with the right nutrients at the right dose. In the US, many older adults enjoy fish, but most choose lean, white fish like cod or tilapia. These fish are rich in protein, but contain almost no omega-3s, meaning they don't provide the collagen-protecting effect. Alaska salmon, Atlantic mackerel, canned sardines in olive oil. These are the truly abundant sources of omega-3s, which can be consumed for dinner 2 to 3 times a week to provide anti-inflammatory benefits for tendons and cartilage. A standard 3-4 ounce serving of baked salmon, about the size of your palm, can provide approximately 2 g of EPA plus DHA, nearly 20 grams of high-quality protein, natural glycine and proline, supporting minerals like selenium, vitamin D and B12. Combined with a salad, sweet potatoes or quinoa, you have a comprehensive joint-supporting meal without needing any pills. Fatty fish is one of the richest natural sources of omega-3s, excellent for heart health, brain function, and even joints, especially important for people over 60. However, not everyone has the time or means to buy fresh fish daily. The good news is that you can absolutely choose convenient, easy-to-prepare fatty fish that still retain all their nutrients. You just need to know where to buy them. At major supermarkets in the US, there are many suitable options. At Costco or Sam's Club, you can find pre-cut frozen salmon fillets, cleanly packaged and convenient. This type can be pan-seared, baked, or roasted, taking just a few minutes to prepare a nutritious meal. At Walmart or Trader Joe's, there are various types of canned sardines, often packed in extra virgin olive oil and with no added salt. This is an extremely economical option, stores well, and can be used directly, very suitable for light meals or when you don't have time to cook. At Whole Foods or Amazon Fresh, try looking for canned mackerel. This fish contains high amounts of omega-3s, but less mercury than tuna, making it ideal for regular consumption while remaining safe for your health. I have a few simple fatty fish dishes to share with you. Baked salmon with lemon pepper, served with lightly sautéed kale, both delicious and easy to digest. Soft cooked mackerel with ginger, served with brown rice. This dish is perfect for a warm lunch. Whole grain toast spread with mashed sardines, topped with a layer of soft avocado and a few slices of cherry tomatoes. A simple, nutritious breakfast. And a few important things to note. Avoid deep frying fish or frying it too thoroughly, as high temperatures can destroy the valuable omega-3s in the fish. If you don't eat fish regularly and want to supplement omega-3s with pills, choose a brand that clearly states the total amount of EPA and DHA, aiming for at least 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams per day. This is the recommended effective level for older adults. Especially if you are taking blood thinners like aspirin or warfarin, consult your doctor before taking high doses of omega-3s, as it may affect blood clotting. Just a few slices of fatty fish a week or a small can of fish each day can provide your body with the necessary omega-3s to protect your cardiovascular health, nourish your skin, support your memory, and keep your joints flexible. And the best part is, you can do it simply, affordably, and right in your familiar kitchen. An interesting but often overlooked fact is that as you reach your 60s, your body doesn't just lose strength, it also loses its repair signals. You might be getting enough protein, taking collagen supplements, and consuming vitamin C, but if your body no longer recognizes when to repair tendons and cartilage, regeneration will happen very slowly or even stop completely. In younger individuals, connective tissue regenerating cells like fibroblasts and chondrocytes are constantly active, responding to hormone signals, estrogen, IGF-1, and various other growth factors. But after middle age, both men and women begin to experience a decline in these signals. For women, this decline is a rapid drop in estrogen after menopause. For men, it's a gradual decrease in testosterone, which also leads to a reduction in endogenous estrogen. The result, tendons recover more slowly after physical activity, joint cartilage wears down more easily with each step, and the soft tissues around joints become less elastic, even if your diet isn't lacking in nutrients. This is why foods rich in plant protein and containing biological cues, like isoflavones from fermented soy products and tofu, become especially valuable. They're not just ingredients, they act as a gentle reminder for your body to remember how to repair collagen, cartilage, and tendons as it did when younger. In soy, especially fermented forms like tempeh, miso, or natto, there's a group of active compounds called isoflavones, most notably genistein and digoxin. These aren't hormones, but they can bind to estrogen receptors in tendon and cartilage tissue. The effect is very subtle, yet sufficient to send a clear signal: repair. Research shows that when chondrocyte cells receive signals from genistein, they increase the expression of type 2 collagen, while simultaneously reducing the production of pro-inflammatory molecules like IL-6 and TNF-A, two agents that contribute to cartilage wear and persistent inflammation around joints. This explains why people who regularly consume fermented soy often experience slower degeneration of joint cartilage, ligaments that retain elasticity longer, and knees that creak less, even while maintaining a daily walking routine. A 2022 meta-analysis of over 1,400 postmenopausal women in the US and Japan showed that supplementing with 60 to 100 mg a day of soy isoflavones could slow spinal bone loss and help increase connective tissue density around joints after 6 to 12 months. For older men, some studies also note that soy does not reduce testosterone, but improves inflammatory markers in the muscle tendon system and increases insulin sensitivity, indirectly helping to maintain connective tissue health. In the US, tofu and tempeh are well known, especially among Asian communities, vegetarians, or those seeking green protein alternatives to red meat. However, most people primarily use them for cardiovascular health or weight management, often unaware that they can remind the body how to repair dormant tendon and cartilage. A 100-gallon serving of tempeh can provide nearly 18 grams of plant protein, about 40 to 50 milligallons of isoflavones, and abundant arginine, glycine, and proline, essential structural ingredients for collagen, along with fiber, magnesium, and iron, necessary for the activity of enzymes that regenerate connective tissue. Notably, tempeh is easier to digest than most other beans because fermentation breaks down large molecules, making it highly suitable for older adults who often experience bloating from consuming many legumes. Unsure how to use them? No elaborate cooking is needed. You don't have to prepare complex Asian dishes to reap the daily benefits of soy. Here are a few simple, easy to make, and easy to eat methods favored by many older Americans. Pan-fried tempeh with a mild BBQ sauce, served with roasted vegetables. It's lightly aromatic and delicious hot or cold. Soft tofu steamed with mushrooms, then drizzled with a little olive oil and a few thin slices of scallions, creating a light, easily digestible appetizer. Simple miso soup. Just dissolve a bit of miso in hot water, add dried seaweed and a few chopped scallions for a warm, mineral-rich soup. Tofu mixed into a salad with avocado, cherry tomatoes, and lemon juice. A cool, fresh dish, perfect for lunch. Or even simpler, add a few slices of tempeh to a rye bread sandwich instead of deli meat. It boosts protein and reduces saturated fat. Wondering where to buy them conveniently? Trader Joe's offers pre-cut organic tempeh at a very reasonable price, often under $3 package. Whole Foods features non-GMO tofu varieties ranging from soft to firm depending on what you want to cook. Walmart, Kroger, or Publix. You can easily find white miso and wonton snows packs of tofu, convenient and long-lasting in the fridge. Unsure how much is enough? According to recommendations from many nutrition experts, older adults can consume 80 to 120 grams of tempeh or tofu daily and should maintain this habit at least 4 to 5 days per week. This consumption level helps maintain isoflavone concentrations at a biologically beneficial level, supporting cardiovascular health, bone density, and healthy aging. With simple preparation, easy-to-find ingredients, and reasonable costs, soy can become a natural part of your daily meals, without complicated cooking or significant flavor changes, yet still providing lasting health benefits for those aged 60 and above. You've probably heard a lot about collagen, from powders and bone broth to peptide supplements. But there's a crucial element many overlook. Your body cannot fully complete collagen fibers without a special craftsman, and that's vitamin C. Collagen in tendons, cartilage, and skin isn't a simple strand. It's a triple helix structure, like the steel cables of a suspension bridge. For these 3 collagen chains to intertwine, maintain their strength as you move, and resist stretching when you walk, each link on that strand needs to be connected through a hydroxylation reaction, a reaction entirely dependent on vitamin C. Without vitamin C, your body can still produce collagen, but it will be a half-finished type, easily broken, prone to tearing, lacking elasticity, and unable to protect your tendons and cartilage as you reach your 60s. In younger individuals, vitamin C is abundant from fresh fruits, raw vegetables, and healthy snacking habits. However, in older Americans, CDC research shows that over 45% of individuals aged 60 and older do not meet the recommended daily vitamin C intake. This is primarily due to reduced consumption of fresh fruits, overcooking vegetables, or using medications that deplete vitamin C, like aspirin, statins, and ACE inhibitors. When vitamin C is deficient, the enzymes prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase, the 2 enzymes responsible for linking collagen, cease to function. The result: collagen fibers cannot form the triple helix correctly. The tendon network becomes loose, and joints click. Ligaments are easily injured, especially after repetitive movements like walking, gardening, or cleaning the house. In severe cases, the body may even show symptoms similar to scurvy, a classic manifestation of prolonged vitamin C deficiency, with symptoms like bleeding gums, slow wound healing, and unexplained joint pain. The World Health Organization's literature on scurvy clearly states, the clearest and most fundamental function of vitamin C is to support hydroxylation in collagen synthesis. It cannot be replaced by any other substance. In an MCS study published in 2020, postoperative patients were divided into 2 groups. One group supplemented with 500 milliliters of vitamin C a day, and the other received a placebo. After 8 weeks, the group supplementing with vitamin C had a 30% higher rate of collagen formation in healthy tissue. The recovery time for tendon and joint tissue was also nearly 1 week shorter compared to the group that did not supplement. This shows that vitamin C not only supports skin health, but also plays a vital role in the tendon cartilage system, especially as the body rebuilds collagen after middle age. So, what should you eat? Among hundreds of fruits, the following 3 are particularly suitable for older Americans because they are easily found in common supermarket chains: Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Walmart. Not overly sweet, suitable for diabetics, and exceptionally rich in vitamin C, many times more than oranges. 1. Guava. A medium-sized guava, 100 bars, contains over 290 vitamins of vitamin C, which is 2.5 times more than an orange. White or pink guava can be found in Asian supermarkets or Latino stores in the US. 2. Kiwi. 1 green kiwi contains about 90 milligrams of vitamin C plus actinidin, an enzyme that aids protein digestion and improves collagen peptide absorption. 3. Red bell pepper. A medium-sized pepper contains over 150 milligallons of vitamin C and also provides carotenoids, antioxidant precursors that help protect tendon tissue from mild inflammatory damage. Consuming 1 to 2 of these 3 foods daily is enough to activate and maintain a strong collagen production chain, helping to reduce joint pain, improve flexibility, and support tendons after physical activity. For older Americans, incorporating these foods into your daily diet doesn't have to be complicated. Add sliced kiwi or guava to your morning Greek yogurt. Blend kiwi plus banana plus chia seeds into a smoothie, a quick snack before a walk. Use sliced red bell pepper to dip in hummus instead of salty snacks. Mix red bell pepper into your lunch salad or lightly roast it with salmon and tempeh. A small tip: vitamin C is easily lost when cooked at high temperatures. Therefore, to retain the maximum amount, prioritize eating it raw, lightly steamed, or mixed into cold dishes. Vitamin C doesn't just accompany collagen, it's an essential catalyst for collagen fibers to be complete. Once you have enough raw materials, enough signals, and enough protective layers, vitamin C is like the final engineer who comes to inspect every connection. Without that engineer, the structure might be built, but it will be prone to collapse. And the great thing is, this engineer is not hard to find. He might be waiting for you in the fruit basket in your kitchen, just a few steps from your dining table. Suppose you have everything needed to regenerate collagen: raw materials from peptides, stimulating signals from eggs and soy, and vitamin C as a catalyst. Is that enough? Unfortunately, not yet, because collagen isn't just a simple chain that forms and then it's done. It needs to be locked in with crosslinks, like individual cable segments securely tied with knots, ensuring that when stretched, they don't unravel. And to create these biological knots, your body needs 2 very special minerals: zinc, Zn, and copper, Cu. Not in large quantities, but even a slight deficiency can make the entire collagen network loose and prone to tearing. After 3 collagen chains are synthesized and twisted into a triple helix, they are still not strong, like 3 intertwined ropes that haven't been securely tied at both ends. For collagen fibers to become elastic and withstand the forces of walking, bending, and lifting, the fibers need to be braided together by crosslinks. This task is carried out by the enzyme lysyl oxidase. However, this enzyme only functions when there's enough copper, Cu, as a cofactor. Meanwhile, zinc, Zn, helps regulate the enzyme's activity and protects its structure from damage due to oxidative stress. If either is deficient, even slightly, collagen will form but not connect sufficiently, leading to tendons easily aching when contracting or extending, loose ligaments, especially in the wrists and ankles, joints making clicking sounds even without strenuous movement, wounds healing more slowly, easy bruising, and very slow tendon recovery after minor injuries. A scientific study published in Science Direct revealed something interesting. When the amounts of zinc, Zn, and copper, Cu, in the diet were adjusted, the activity of an enzyme called lysyl oxidase, which is crucial for keeping collagen fibers strong, also changed accordingly. If copper is deficient, the body won't be able to create enough crosslinks between collagen fibers. As a result, connective tissues like tendons and ligaments around the knee joint become weaker and more susceptible to injury, especially during movement or lifting heavy objects. The World Health Organization, WHO, in its Keep Fit for Life report, 2002, also recommended that individuals over 60 supplement with at least 9-11 milliliters of zinc daily, 0.9 milliliters of copper daily. The goal is to maintain healthy connective tissues, especially in the joints and tendons, helping to reduce the risk of injury due to weakening collagen with age. Therefore, although zinc and copper are only needed in small amounts, their roles are very big. Don't forget to supplement them regularly every day to help your legs stay strong as you age. If you're looking for a simple, easy to digest, and inexpensive way to supplement these 2 minerals, then pumpkin seeds and oysters are an ideal duo. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, 28 years or about 2 tablespoons, provides over 2.5 milligrams of zinc, which is about 25 to 30% of your daily needs. Pumpkin seeds also contain magnesium and arginine, supporting blood flow to tendon tissues. Oysters are the #1 natural source of zinc. A medium-sized oyster provides 5 to 9 milligrams of zinc depending on the type, nearly the entire daily requirement for older adults. Additionally, oysters contain copper, vitamin B12, and selenium, supporting soft tissue and nerve function. In the US, both are easily accessible. Pumpkin seeds are widely available at Whole Foods, Walmart, Trader Joe's, raw, lightly salted, or added to granola. Oysters can be consumed raw, steamed, or canned, easily found at seafood counters in Publix, Kroger, or as ready-to-eat options at Costco. No fancy cooking needed. You can sprinkle pumpkin seeds on your morning oatmeal, lunch salad, or blend them into a smoothie. Eat steamed oysters with lemon juice, served with a protein-rich dinner. Use canned oysters mixed with eggs to make an egg salad, better than cold cuts. Or even simpler, 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds every night before bed. It helps stabilize blood sugar and provides zinc and magnesium. Ideal frequency. For pumpkin seeds, 1 to 2 tablespoons daily, consistently as a habit. For oysters, 2 to 3 times per week, or substitute with oyster oil or other seafood if fresh isn't convenient. When it comes to collagen, many people simply think tight skin, smooth joints. But after today's video, perhaps you've seen a different picture. Collagen is a sophisticated, resilient, vital network woven from hundreds of seemingly simple elements. And the great thing is, you don't need to do everything at once, just one step at a time, consistently, and at the right point. Let's try to recall together by visualizing each type of food you've just learned about as a part of the collagen mat being rewoven inside your body. Collagen peptides and bone broth, like the first spool of thread. They bring glycine and proline, the most basic building blocks your body can't produce enough of at this age. Without this thread, no collagen fibers will be woven. Eggs are the sewing machines on button. Lysine and leucine in eggs aren't just raw materials, they are signals for cells to start sewing, restarting the process of tendon and cartilage regeneration that had been dormant. Fatty fish is the protective layer for the finished product. Beneath the skin of salmon or mackerel are EPA and DHA, fighting against all elements that try to destroy collagen. Inflammation, degrading enzymes, oxidative stress. Thanks to them, what you've just built won't unravel after each day's movement. Fermented soy and tofu are gentle reminders for the body to not forget to repair. Isoflavones don't replace hormones, but they cue the exact signal that connective tissue cells had forgotten. Remember how to restore. Vitamin C-rich fruits are the hands that press buttons, assemble connections, and securely tie 3 strands into one. Without vitamin C, the collagen fiber will just be a fragile chain, not a strong rope, unable to withstand tension, unable to hold tendons together. Pumpkin seeds and oysters are the final stitches. They are the knots that lock everything together. They create tensile strength. They are what keeps collagen from breaking apart midway, small but indispensable. Do you need to completely change your diet? No, you just need to look at your fridge and ask yourself, am I providing at least one of these 6 links every day? Am I building or just maintaining with collagen that's wearing away daily? You might not see immediate results after a week or a month, but there's one thing you will start to feel. Waking up in the morning, your knees no longer click. Standing up after sitting for a long time, you no longer grimace from joint pain. Bending down to tie your shoelaces, your ankles no longer feel loose like before. These subtle changes are signs your collagen network is gradually being rewoven, and you are the artisan, starting with a spoonful of collagen, a boiled egg, a piece of tempeh, a slice of kiwi, or a few small pumpkin seeds before bedtime. What stage are you in? Are you just starting to feel pain? Are you already used to the feeling of stiff knees every morning? Or are you hesitating? I wonder if I can still recover. Share with us below. Share so others know they are not alone, and so you yourself can see there are thousands of people just like you learning how to reweave their collagen and feeling more confident every day.